Cool. So, hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. This is Chris from Dorahacks. And today is the very first Solana Riptide Hackathon project demo session. Since the last year, the Dorahacks started to support the Solana for the first time. We have co-hosted twice Solana Hackathon for last year, the season and ignition, and there were many great projects emerged from those two hackathon, named like Stefan, Solan, One Soul. All of these projects are actually emerged from Dorahacks community at the very first early stage project. They may look very glitchy at the first at the beginning, but they grow very nice and becoming one of the most successful project right now in the Solana ecosystem. So for this time, we expect to see more projects doing the similar things like they did before. And yeah, and today we are very happy to have 5 projects with us. They are Scallop, Solaunch, ALLWIN, So Cool, and PocketPay Finance. Yeah, and without further ado, let's welcome the first project to present, which is the Susan, our old friend. Yeah, and for audience, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in our YouTube chat room. Yeah, Susan, it's your time.
Okay, so I need to share. Can you guys see my, yes, that's my PPT. All right, let me get started. Hi everyone, nice to meet you. I guess this is the first time you saw me, although I've been presented this project for so many times. This is the third time I've present Solaunch to all you guys. So let me just do a very brief introduction about Solaunch. So as you can tell from our project name, Solaunch, you can interpret it as Sol plus Lunch. So it's a launch pad, and also you can interpret it as Solaunch because we are building on Solana. So we define ourselves as the first contagious launchpad for DeFi, art, and games. And we encourage our investors to invest early in future trends. So a lot of you may feel confused about why do we call ourselves contagious? What does that even mean, right? Contagious means that we use a very unique marketing strategy in our ideal platform where you can invite 5 friends to get double allocation, and your friends can invite another 5 friends to get another double allocation. This way is what we call contagious. So by doing this, by adopting this marketing strategy, we have gained a lot of early stage supporters. So what is Solaunch in a very short word? Solaunch is a decentralized crowdfunding platform for fundraising across all major crypto networks. So for now, we supported 4 networks. They are Avalanche, Ethereum, BNB, and also Solana. So we wanted to help the project build their communities quickly and also help them through the early stages. Now, let me tell you why do we start Solaunch. So before we launch this project, we have connected quite a lot of data, and this is the graph we have connected. As you can see from this graph, from January 2021 to July 2021, there are a rapidly increasing number of projects that are started rating funds through IDO, right? So we realized there is a lot of market potential for this, and also we're developing the projects ourselves, so we have a lot of projects friends who are doing these a lot of development, right? We asked them about how long does it take for them to get launched on the ideal platform, and the average answer is 2 to 3 months. So we think that's a lot of time to wait, right? So we would like to shorten that time period. That's why we start Solaunch in the first place. And so based on the data, we summarized 4 bottlenecks of the current industry. The first one is the current ideal platforms support either EVM chains or Solana. I think that basically because the market is already big enough, so even though when you're just supporting one chain, it's just good enough for the ideal platform to do all the things, right? But to introduce a wider range of high quality projects, we support both EVM chains and Solana chains. And this is the one bottleneck. And another thing is the main point of the industry, that is long wait list on all ideal platforms, which means you have to wait a long time before your projects gets launched, right? And this may cause you miss the very important market opportunity. And then the third reason is ideal lottery tires set high barriers. So we believe that actually before we start Solaunch, we have done quite a lot of research about other ideal platforms, right? We realized that there are a lot of ideal platforms. They set very high barriers for newcomers. For example, some ideal platforms set lottery systems. So people have to complete different tasks to get whitelisted. But getting whitelisted doesn't mean they will necessarily guarantee a spot in ideal. They have to go through a lottery system again. So this means there's only a limited number of people who will get into ideal, right? And there's also like a tire system. People are separated, are divided into different tires, and they have to stake a different amount of tokens in order to get different tires, to get different allocations, right? Some tires even don't have allocations. So this set a lot of barriers for the newcomers. If these people they will with limited budgets, they want to get into IDO, they find it very hard. So it's like when you're playing a game, there are those people who want to get to the certain level directly just by paying the money, right? It's like just staking the tokens. But there are always those people who don't want to pay the money and they still want to get to the certain level, like golden or a wet, and they can complete by they can do this by completing the different tasks, right? They can also achieve this goal. So this is the lottery tire set barrier, the bottleneck, the third bottleneck. And then the last one, KYC connects too much private information. We believe that there are always people who don't want to release too much of their personal information. And another thing is, we believe that being decentralized is one of the basic principle when the blockchain industry was first developed. So because of those 4 bottlenecks, we developed Solaunch. So we have the following strengths. The first one is contagious marketing. We have these, as I mentioned, by introducing to different friends, we can quickly accumulate the early stage investors for us. And it's not only being helpful for ourselves, but also helpful for the ideal projects, and then not exclusive to our token holders. So our ideal is not only open access to our token holders. For example, if those ideal projects they want to conduct an ideal on our platform, their token holders do not have to hold our token holders. As I said, they can just for example, if we set several tasks for them to finish. For example, we will design an NFT giveaway, right? And but every time they join those airdrops, if they gather 5 NFTs, they will get a chance to get into IDO. They will have the access to get into IDO. Or another way, they have the other option. The regular option is to stake the tokens. So this will not only benefit the our token holders, but also benefit the ideal projects. And then we support Solana and EVM compatible chains. And then the last strength is no KYC. It will save you a lot of trouble, a lot of complicated procedures. And I believe that people will love to see that. Now, the services we provide, except from regular IDO services, we also provide NFT launch. Okay, because NFT is really a hot topic recently, and then later we will launch an NFT marketplace. And since we started Solaunch, we have accumulated over 10,000 valid registered website users and over 50,000 Twitter followers and 50,000 community members through our contagious marketing. And this is our roadmap. We are currently in Q1 and we have finished all the things in Q1, multi-chain development and support these 4 chains, Solana, Avalanche, Ethereum, and BSC. In Q2, we're going to support IDO, INOIGO smart contract, and we're going to launch Solaunch. And we'll support another very important blockchain, Polkadot. And then in Q3, we will launch our NFT market. Yeah, that's so much about the roadmap. Now I would like to show you guys our official website. So let me just share my screen first and show you how it is like. Guys, can you see my screen? Can you see my website? Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, great. So let me just log in first. So in order to log in, you need to pass a reCAPTCHA. This is the way we delete robots. So this is the most important part. So this is our website. We currently support 4 chains and we will support more chains later. And our vision, bottlenecks, and our competitiveness. And this is our token utility, skating for incentives, voting for projects to be launched, ideal whitelisting, and DAO protocol governance. And let me show you the most important features. As I said, we support 4 chains, but currently on our website, there are only 3 chains. There's Solana, Avalanche, and BNB, right? So when we select, for example, Solana, the corresponding wallet will show up. If we choose Avalanche, the corresponding wallet will show up too. Okay, this is how it works. Now, let me show you the contagious marketing. When you click invites, you can see that there are 3 tasks for you to finish. After finishing this, you can double your allocation. And also you can check your referral records. You can check your friend's account and registration time from here. Yeah, I believe that's the end of my presentation. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yep. Thanks for the presentation again. I'm pretty familiar with the project already, so I don't have much questions for you, and because and I believe you guys are trying to build a more open environment for the Launchpad and also for the end retailer users. So hopefully in the Q2 everything goes smooth and you could have a successful launch in the Q2. Yep.
Thank you for your support.
Yep. Thanks Susan again, and we're gonna move to the next project, which is the Scallop. And Chris from Scallop, feel free to start when you're ready.
Hey, yo, testing. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
1 second. Okay, and here we go. Just thanks for Dorahacks for this amazing opportunity. And we are Scallop, and I'm the founder of Scallop, and you can call me Chris. And we are a diversity knowledge library protocol with ocean theme on-chain collectibles and NFTs. And we joined Solana Ignition Hackathon Asia this year, and we were the first place of the community vote. So thanks very much for our community, and we will keep going. Yeah. And I will bypass the layer 1 chains market cap because we are just joining Solana Hackathon. And the DeFi TVL growth on Solana, we can just take a quick view. Yeah. And the problems we found in the solution and location of Scallop is we need some innovation. Just like traditional DeFi protocols, you can see like MN swap or lending borrowing protocols or options. I think in this just market, we need to be outstanding. We need to add something like creative. So we choose the topic is no-lose lottery. And because it's no-lose, so you can also just call it kind of the saving protocol. Yeah. And we also found that just in like 2020 to 2022, most of DeFi protocol are just full of like numbers. And just I guess they might don't really care about the abstinence. So we add some ocean scene and on-chain collectibles and gaming elements just to package this whole Scala protocol. Yeah. So our location will be we are a protocol that's just let crypto newbies start to be DeFi users and NFT collectors. And we are also a unique DeFi Lego layer. We will like an extension of all layer. If you say Solana is layer 1, and you say like Orca or Saber or Radiant or Solan, they are layer 2. We were more close to an extension because we can have like source staking no-lose lottery and like Ray token from Radiant. They also have the native token stacking program. And so we can invoke them to have a Ray token no-lose lottery. So we are more close to an extension of DeFi Lego layer. Yeah. So we are also a long-term NFTs collect project. Yeah. And about Scala products, we will have 6 main products. We will have Scala pools, decorations, and tanks, and swap. And we will have our native token called SCA. So we will have SCA stacking and SCA liquidity mining. And about Scala pool is a no-lose lottery pool. Users can deposit or withdraw tokens here. And our program will invoke some program like lending program or stacking program or some stable pools, liquidity mining programs to earn reward. And we will pick a winner for each pool, like each 24 hours to take almost all of the rewards. And users can withdraw their tokens anytime, just with no loss. So it's a no-lose lottery protocol. Yeah. And we will have ocean scenes, on-chain collectibles. You can also call it NFTs, a small ecosystem. We call it Scallop decorations. And if you have these Scallop decorations, you can just, it will be showed on Scallop tank. It will be like a aquarium, Tamagotchi. Yeah, it's like it will interact with our just the ape, and you will see it just later. Yeah. And we will also have Scala swap because if you are going to join a no-lose lottery protocol, you need to have like many kinds of tokens. So we will invoke Jupyter aggregator to just let users can just swap the token in Scala, and we will have staking and liquidity mining pool. Yeah. And this is the preview of Scala DA, and this is I think this is the final version. Just like it's pretend like we are going to invoke Solan program to do some lending no-lose lottery. And actually, you can just take a quick view of our DA. Yeah, and this is Scala pool, and this is Scala pool, and this is Scala tank. You can just join the no-lose lottery here and by withdraw or deposit your token. And like this is Seagrass and Fossil, they are Scallop decorations. It will be showed on Scallop tank too. And this Scallop means that if you deposit tokens in Scala pool, if you deposit a huge amount of tokens, you will get a huge Scallop. And if you only deposit a small amount, you will get a small Scallop like this one. Yeah, and it will be upgraded to like a aquarium Tamagotchi in the future. This is our just MVP. Yeah. And here is the winner page. You can see the just all winners of each cycle time, and this is the different pools. Yeah, then this is the winners, and this is the decorations. Yeah, and this is the airdrop program. We just deploy it to. It's like a simple program that's for us for practice, and we also use it to just airdrop to the voters who vote for us in a previous hackathon. Yeah, and this is our current process. Yeah, and about just on-chain program, we haven't uploaded on just this link yet, but we already finished the on-chain program and the SDK. I think you guys can test it. Fortunately, maybe I guess in 2 weeks, and we have to just see how the audience going to just represent the just whole program on mainnet for you guys. Yeah. So we will back to our deck. Yeah. Oh, this is Scallop decorations, and you can see Scallop Hermit Crab NFTs, and this is Seagrass token and Fossil tokens. And just it's an honor that Austin from Solana just give us a shout out on Twitter. And this is our tokenomic. Basically, the whole tokenomic, you can find it on our documentations in our website or somewhere. So I will just you guys can take a view. And the main point I want to just share it here is about 15% of investor. We just start our first fundraising. We are going to start our first fundraising recently. So if you have some just something you'd like to just share with us, just we can chat it later. Yeah. About the token utility, it will be like voting and liquid mining and staking and shopping. And voting will be like a DAO, and you guys can vote some improvement of Scallop, or you guys can vote for some new Scallop pools or new decorations. And liquid mining and staking and shopping. About decorations act, you can spend your SCA to just join like a like a candy machine and have random decorations. Yeah, and we will invoke Solana Pay to just let you guys can buy something, some Scallop stuff like this hat. Yeah. And about competitors, I think our main competitor will be like all of the no lose lottery, and just I think the strongest. Some of the strongest competitors will be Fluidity or Pull Together or YOLDLY. And just, I think the most project that's close to us is YOLDLY, because they also have their own just NFTs ecosystem, and they also just have multi-pools, multi-no-lose pools, and they also have some liquidity pools. Yeah. And about Pull Together and Fluidity, just they are great, and they are just traditional decentralized finance protocol, but I think we are just we are not the same kind of protocol, because we have more pools, and we also have more lending, just no-lose pool, and staking no-lose pool, and liquidity mining no-lose pools, and we also have NFTs and gaming element. Yeah. And this is our roadmap. We are going to launch quarter 2, and we will do an IDO, and we will launch Scallop tokens, and we will release the Hermit Crab NFTs. And quarter 3, we will just have Scallop swaps, SCS staking, and support more tokens and have more pools. And quarter 4, we will have Scallop Pool V2 and Scallop DAO, and make Scallop Tank to be a Scallop Tamagotchi. Yeah. And yeah, this is us. This is our Scallop core team, and you can find more information on Dorahacks page. Yeah. And now we have 3 advisors. It's an honor to have these guys to be our advisor, because they are just experts in just many industry. Like Timok is really great in technical industry, and we got Kate, is a lawyer and just active in DeFi ecosystem. And Joe is really good at finance and strategy. So they join us for like start as almost Ignition Hackathon, and they keep helping us. I don't know what to say to just thanks for them, because they really help us a lot. And yeah, this is the whole just Scallop pitch deck, and you can just find me and in this community, and this is our just how big is our community. And yeah, that's all. Just thanks for Dorahacks for this opportunity. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, Chris,
Yeah.
thank you very much for the presentation. And like you said, we have seen your project appear in the Solana Ignition Hackathon since last year, and it is great to see that you guys have achieved so many milestones so far. Like the accumulate your own user space on social media, and also you nearly finished the testnet and it's nearly be ready to launch online recently. So it is great to see that, and that's probably the things that we most want to see from our hackathon to support early stage projects like you guys from day one. Yeah.
Yes.
And so one question is, because you just mentioned about the Yardley on Algorand, it's like the most similar competitors to you guys, and
Yeah.
they have their own NFT marketplace as well, and the no lose lottery and mining, liquidity mining stuff. So just want to know that how do you see like you could differentiate from them?
The biggest, just the biggest, like main point is we on Solana. Just the reason why we pick Solana is not only like many layer one blockchain can do like the low gas fee and just the quick speed and or maybe high TPS. I think the most important thing that we pick Solana is the like a token structure, like the how do like a proof of history. How do just they all everybody knows that Solana have high TPS, but I think not everybody know why just they can just doing this much like calculation in the same time and just like orders like step by step, and the token structure just solve a lot of problem, like you store data on chain and it costs a lot of just gas fee to involve it. Just Solana is really beautiful. Just yeah, I think the most biggest difference between us and Yardley is we are just focusing on Solana ecosystem, and we believe Solana will be really huge. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. Thanks again for the presentation, and thanks for your time. We're gonna move to the looking forward to see how it goes in the future about the Scallop. Yeah, very exciting. And we're gonna move to the next project, which is the ALLWIN. And Adam, yeah, you can start.
Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Hey guys, it's Adam. It's my great pleasure to present you ALLWIN. ALLWIN is a decentralized savings protocol on Solana. Yeah, let me introduce the inspiration for building ALLWIN protocol. Here are some facts you can see. The global lottery market was valued at about 300.
Sorry, Adam.
Okay.
Are you sharing the screen right now? Because we cannot.
Yeah. Can you see anything?
No, we cannot see.
Can you see the page now?
No, we cannot.
Here. No? Can you see? Can you see the page?
Nope.
Okay, let me check it. Can you see the pages now?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Right now it's good.
Okay, thanks. So you can see here, and the global lottery market was valued at about 336 billion in 2019, and is expected to reach about 433 billion by the end of 2026. But households in the lowest income brackets spend 30% of their annual income on lottery market. In the meantime, more than half of Americans lack the savings to cover a surprise 1,000 expense. So we can easily get a conclusion that many people don't have a solid financial foundation, and they'd love to spend money to purchase a slim hope of winning big prizes. So we built ALLWIN. You can see the products. We want to let people enjoy winning while saving money. And there are two parts of our products. The first one is no loss lottery. In Nolos lottery market, people can deposit their assets to join the lottery market, and they have a chance to win big prize. And the Nolos lottery is already live on our dev night. The second page is Nolos prediction market. In Nolos prediction market, users can deposit their assets to participate in prediction events, maybe like sports events, FIFA World Cup, or election prediction, like will Donald Trump win 2024, something like this. If users make correct predictions, they can share the prize. And if somebody may make wrong predictions, they won't lose their money. And we're still building this part now. And maybe you ask, if nobody loses the game, where the prize come from? And this is how it works. Users deposit their assets, and all assets will be automatically routed to other finance protocols on Solana. And our smart contract will generate the interest as price. That's how it works. It's quite simple. And when we decide on protocol, we put a composability on the coin. We can integrate with many finance protocols on Solana, like Lightning protocols, Solaunch, Tulip, Solent, and Larix port, and some DEX like Radium, Orca. Yeah, many of them. And with Wormhole, we can even deposit. We can even put UST on Solana to anchor protocol. Yeah, we aim to support all valuable assets to deposit in ALLWIN. And let's walk through our no-loss lottery. For some reason, we can't show you guys the website app now. Yeah. So the first page is deposit. At the deposit page, users can we try to be a users-friendly product, so it's quite simple for users to use. What they need to do is just to connect their wallet and choose a prize pool and deposit their assets. And you can see the prize pool. There are some details in this pool, so users can directly check which pool they like to deposit their money. And for now, we just integrate with Solend, so you can see the Solend landing and USDC, USDT, and MSO, marinate so, yeah. And the second page is price. Users can check the price breakdown and the winner history. We think it's very important to be transparent, and all our code is open source. You can check it. You can check it on our GitHub, and welcome to give us some feedback. And the last page is account page. Users can check their account situation, like how much they deposit in ALLWIN, and they can claim their rewards, and also check their winning history. We want to build a user-friendly and low barriers products. So it's very easy to use, and it's very clear. So, and finally is the very brief roadmap. In 2020 and Q2 to Q3, we want to put our no-loss lottery to mainnet and integrate with more finance protocols, like I said before, like Anchor, say, something like this. And in the last season, I want to put the no-loss prediction market on mainnet. And we want to bring more fun to Solana ecosystem. Yeah. Okay, that's all. Thank you, guys.
Got it. Yeah. Thank you, Adam, for the introduction. It's not too long, but it's very clearly. And you just mentioned a few potential target partners like Solon, like Apricot, like Tulip. Actually, they all merged from our communities from past 2 hackathons, and we have the direct connections with them. So if you want to reach them out, please let us know. We could definitely help you guys to connect.
Yeah, thanks a lot. We will contact them later. Yeah, we just integrate with Solend, so I think it's we will contact them. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. And we're gonna move to the next project, which is the So Cool. And Vincent, feel free to start.
Hey guys. Oh, it's so quick. It's just my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me share my screen. Okay, can you see my tab?
Yep.
All right. Oh, cool. Yeah. So this is so cool, and this is Vincent from So Cool. We've been the second time on Dorahacks. The last time was maybe the June 2021, and the So Cool product is why we participate in this Dorahack sessions. That last time we didn't finish the product on time, so we put a lot more time into the product, and we developed a few more features. So we participate in this term, right? So here the So Cool. The So Cool is a group liquidity and yield management platform. Is my voice okay? Hello.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You can see that it's a yield platform like Yield Finance, but it's built on Solana. But we provide one unique features that we provide group liquidity, or we can say it's liquidity composition. And we can see the details in the later pages. So here's a few outline of the So Cool. The first is one-click safe hedge. It's built on Uniswap v2 protocol, and we build a hedge product on top of v2. The second feature is the Beachview SSY, which is single-side yielding, which is LP composition, and we can see more details in the later pages. And the next is the brand new AFN, which is augmented functional NFT. The NFT will have some functions that you can use on So Cool platform, and it can actually speed up or slow down your mining speed, maybe to slow down your opponent's mining speed. So it's a augmented functional card. All right, the next page. The So Cool's goal is to provide the unique experience that we develop internally and share our usage experience with everyone on the internet and to the Solana users. And we optimize our assets and the liquidity. So here's the example. We can check the under the hood part here. The SO provide the LPC functionality that since everyone know that if you want to form an LP, you need an asset A and an asset B, and asset A's value must be equal to asset B's value as the time you provide the liquidity. Here, for example, if you have a SRM token and a SOL token, and if you want to provide liquidity in Radium or Orca, and you need to provide both of the tokens. Or as of nowadays, that you have the option to zap half of the token and sell the token to if all your token is SRM, you can sell half of the token to SLL in order to pair an LP. But in So Cool, we provide the functionality that if you only have SRM, you can just deposit SRM, and we will find the user that holding the SOL and compose to you. Okay, so that brings the second feature is that that's user generated compound interest. Why we call it user generated? Since a lot of project they will deploy a smart contract bot that run maybe daily, maybe hourly, that trigger the smart contract to do auto compound. But we put this logic into smart contract code so that when user deposit or withdraw, they will have the chance to be lucky enough to do an auto compound action just beside deposit and withdrawal action. So this action, so in this mechanism, we don't need to deploy another smart contract bots to do this kind of work. So it's kind of like automata. This contract will run itself since there are enough users. Okay, this is the background. The Cell team have a lot of experience in building exchange, crypto exchange, and building some DeFi products before. So we have a lot of experience on how impermanent loss happens and why impermanent loss can be resolved and can only be mitigated. So we pick the problem on this IO and we try to mitigate the problem by move this IO into another product form. Like we move the price fluctuation into another swap in order to reduce the IO loss. There's a lot of words, so we can just skip this. And the next core functions. That's the 3 outlines of the SoCool. The first is one-click safe hedging, and you just need to deposit and you can hedge. And the leverage is 2x. It's very simple. And the second is that you can have the single-sided yielding. We do LP composition and auto compounding. And next, we will deliver the functional NFT to the market to help user to engage more on DeFi, on SoCool's DeFi platform. And we have multiple layer profits. And here is that of course, we collect fees from swap commissions since we build the LP on top of the swaps. And second, we do auto compound interest, and we put those profit into your principal assets. Just besides, some projects will give you another token, but we give you SOL token, and also we give you the compound interest. And this is the architecture of the SoCool. We have multiple layers of codes, and we have main entry point. We have adaption layer and drive layer and assets layer. And this is our avatar, the ghost. And in our product, we will introduce the community governance, which is DAO-based pool direction, pool governance, that if someone in the community can keep up with the market and want to be the DAO leader, they can direct the farm's direction. Like just like previous example, if you have SRM and SLL, you can go to Radium, you can go to OCAR, you can go to any swap, that you can direct users found on your behalf, and you are responsible for the reward of this DAO farming. Here are some details on how SoCool works. It's quite technical, and we can just take a glimpse. We have some queue here. Since we do LP composition, there must exist a situation that one side of the token will be more than the other side of the token. So we have priority queue and pending queue. And when LP is formed, they'll get into the LP queue. This is simple introduction. And we did a lot of math, and to make sure the product works. And I can speed up these pages. All right. And the SOL token is the platform token, and it will be generated on the time basis, and it will be added with the blockchain hardness. That in Solana, it will be a random number that we gather from the underlying chain statistics. Why single-sided token matters? here is an example, but the example is quite mathematics. I'll just skip it. Okay. It's a lot of words. Okay, let's see the token utility. The SOL token, SOH token, is the native token of So Cool platform that you can see it as a vessel of the value that you generate from platform, and the SOL team will buy back the SOL token from the market using the transaction fees and profit fees. Also, you can use the SOL token to buy NFT to speed up your mining speed. The total mining speed is static, but your proportion will be bigger if you deposit NFT into the pool. And the token is used as a Ethereum pool that you can deposit SOL token to an other kind of token, just like Ethereum pool. So here's the team. I'm just Vincent. So I have a lot of experience previously on blockchains. Yeah, and also I developed a lot in Ethereum. And we have Big Orange, well-known influencer, and Dell, the pro of CAX ops operation strategies. And Maxia is Korean, is the Indie Ops Pro, well-known influencer. And Alex is pre-MXC Global BD, and Esther, day trader, market and analyst, operation manager. Yeah, that's the cool guys. And here, the roadmap here, we have launched the product already, but we listed some features here. The bootstrap time is since from 2021 June, and we have developed on the DevNet testnet, and our alpha version has already launched. And this is Q1. We have already launched the single-side LP composition yielding. The NFT is not yet ready, and the audit is in process, and we are starting to marketing this project. All right, so the Q2, we will add several other features like law and settlement integration, and the DeFi plus CeFi is which we call the shadow pool. I can explain later, and it will be more protocols and assets, and later there will be NFT things. So let's speed up. This the glimpse of the website. And here, we have developed another unique feature which is called shadow pool. This is a funny case is that since we did math on UniV2's formula, we found possibility that we can arbitrage on a private pool versus a public pool. A public pool is like a pool that like on Radium, on Oka, which is everyone can access. But on So Cool, we can build a shadow pool. A shadow pool is the pool that only can access by the SOAP users. And on this pool, we can formulate an arbitrage possibility since the market is always pricing up or down every minute. But we can squeeze out some profit if you do the trade in a timely fashion. Like if you do trade for every 4 hours and your price synchronize with the public pool, then you will have a lot of profit space that can squeeze out. So this is an incubating product, but it's working. But we are still in development, and when it's out, we did a math. Can see that if the price change here, the 1% is that the price didn't change. When the price changed to half, if the price doubled here, you can see there is a profit space on the y-axis. Although it's not much, but this kind of process we can repeatedly do a lot in one day. so the profit can gain up. Yeah, so that's the unique feature of this. And all right, let's see the SoCool's web page. Let's switch. Just wait a second. Here. I don't know why today's API seems lagging. This is SoCool's front page, and currently we only bring up the compound yield forms, and we can take a glimpse what's SoCool. And we have yield, NFT, and pool, and our partners. And this is it. So the compound yield. This will list the pool, but I don't know, today's situation, our API server has stopped responding. It shows as 429, too many requests. So I can't show you the pair today, but in here that you can, it's like SOL versus USDT pair. And in here, you can only deposit one side of the token. You can only deposit the SOL token or USDT token. Then you leave SoCool's platform to match the opponents for you. You don't need to provide opponents assets. And we will distribute the SOL token to you while your assets were in this pool. All right. So today we can see the pool here. So that's mostly what I'm speaking is all. Thank you.
Yeah, got it. Thanks very much, Vincent. One question is from the audience. Does the team have any future events to attract the communities in the near future?
Sorry,
just like any promotion event in the future recently to attract.
Yeah, promotion, of course. When the beta, the SoCool's beta is official online, we'll do a lot of marketing. And since we have previous experience on other project, we'll bring other kind of resources into this. And we welcome all kind of project that can, if they want to work with us, we definitely welcome them.
Yeah, got it. And one question from me actually. In the presentation you mentioned about the of course you're gonna charge a little percent of the commission fee during the swap. And may I know if there's any other revenue model for the SoCool to generate more income?
Yes, our income comes from two parts. One is the product that's like a pool, like a farm. In the farm product, we gather our profit from underlying assets generated by the pool. For example, if you have SOL and USDT and you are on Radium, then we can gather the Radium token, right? And most part of Radium token will be distributed to the user, but we'll keep 20% of token for the team. So that's one part of the revenue. And the second part is that on the shadow farm, the shadow farm is our next big feature. And in this feature, we will collect the transaction fees on top instead of the profit fee. And I can't estimate how much revenue it can generate. Maybe a lot. Since from our calculations, the profit will be based on the principal user deposit into. So it will take a lot. And so that's usually two ways that we can gather the revenue from the platform. And also, we sell NFT in the future. The NFT is the third revenue income.
Cool. Yeah, got it. Thank you very much for the presentation. It definitely looks very interesting to me, especially when you have a very strong team with the previous experience in crypto and DeFi, and also you kind of create a new features about the shadow pools. So we were definitely looking forward to see how it goes in the future. Yep. Thanks, Vincent.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Vincent. And we're gonna move to the last but not the least project today, which is the PocketPay Finance. And yeah, feel free to start.
Hey guys, thanks for having me here. I'm Yogesh Trivedi, CEO at the PocketPay Finance. I would like to describe about myself, and I'm from the IT background since 2007, and from last 12 years I own a software development agency, and we work mostly on the e-commerce SaaS-based platform and the blockchain, and we are into the blockchain space since 2017. And with that, everything in the knowledge and about the blockchain, we have enough capacity of the developers. So we decided to bring out a product based on our expertise of e-commerce. So it's our product is combination of the payment system, the decentralized payment system, and how to bring e-commerce market in the decentralized world. So this is where we have developed the Solana based wallet. Our wallet is already ready, and DevNet is out on the 16th of Feb last month. It's complete. It's a complete integration of the Solana Pay in it, and it's working very fine on the DevNet. So if we see that, like in last few years, especially in the last 2 years, we see that the growth of the decentralized finance and the DeFi products have enormous growth in the market, and people are really into it. If it is related to the trading as well as the product utilization. The example we can say is the Gari token, the Chingari one in the India itself is growing at the enormous rate. So yeah, and if you can see that the centralized payment system, like in 2021, it's around 4.92 trillions. And it's expected to be a 23.8 trillion in the by the 2026. So it's a heavy growth. These are the reports we got from the market research. And the most if you can see that the contactless payment have growth very fast in the time of the pandemic situation. And if you can see that China and India is on the top in the APEC region, and it has growth rate of around 7% for both one. And South Korea, United States, Canada is also in the line, but India and the China are on the top on using the contactless payment in terms of the wallet system. So if you can see that mobile pay is dominating the POS payment system. Like if you go to any of the retail chain or webs or the e-commerce site, you will see that the digital payment wallet system is always there, because and the cash credit card, debit card utilization is lowering their points over here. You see that. And it also projected to be around 47.9% as per the market reports by 2024. The recent COVID pandemic has really boosted up the wallet utilization, like the wallet payment utilization in the e-commerce shopping era. So I mean, it has grown very well in the compared to the debit card and the credit card. So it's really great opportunity. So here I would like to describe about the problems we have analyzed while making the PocketPay Finance wallet and its infrastructure. So right now we see that there are lack of awareness in the market due to there are no awareness campaign available, or there are no DApp available that can make users to utilize the decentralized payment system. So there are lack of awareness in the market. And third-party custodial payment, most of the payment system you see in the e-commerce or any offline system, they are just using the fiat payment system. There is no decentralized payment system available. Even you see the QR code, that is something related to the UPI system. So that's just centralized word. And if you see, like, even if you want to utilize, even there are the apps available in the market to use on the decentralized world, you need to switch between browsers and the mobile apps and the multiple projects. There is no any solution available that can be utilized in the in one DApp itself. So that's really hindrances for the users who want to make payments or who want to do some DeFi features. So that is really lacking on that part. Even though there are DApps available in the market, but they are so complex. Like, they are so complex and the time consuming, and the fees are also high. So, and you need to wait for transaction to complete almost a few minutes, instead of it should be done in the few seconds if we want to make awareness in the market. And yes, this one is important thing. So if anyone want to, like, the awareness will be in the market if there is any platform that can launch any startup. So launch any startup who have products, not in the merchandise or the software or any product, like hundreds of product-based ideas working in the market on daily basis. Even if you want to sell a remote or a phone, I mean, there is no platform available in the decentralized world. So that is really lacking, and this is where the awareness is not producing very well over here. So with PocketPay, we are intent to provide the decentralized payment system in terms of, like, the e-commerce market, e-commerce industry, as well as the offline retail chain as well. And there's everything will be done via Solana Pay. We are working on 4 segments over here. The first one is the infrastructure for the offline merchants. Second one, Solana payment gateway for the online merchants, and the infrastructure for the e-commerce startup. So infrastructure for the online merchant is that will include, like, will empower them with an infrastructure in the wallet itself, where they can they will be able to see they can make payment easily on the offline retail chain, and merchant, even they can create their QR code and put it on their on their offline retail chain. And once anyone will make payment using the Solana Pay, it will record all the transaction and the product based on the POS system throwing in the transaction. So we'll also create reporting system reports for them on based on the business intelligence report, BI reporting system, so that later on, once the transaction is done, they can weekly or monthly analyze their records of what is being done with the merchant ecosystem in the PocketPay application itself. So the other one is the Solana payment gateway. Like, if you see that there are a lot of merchants available in the market who is using the Shopify. If you guys have heard about the Shopify, Magento, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, these are the mainly platform utilized to build e-commerce website. So if we directly integrate Solana Pay into the checkout system, this is going to create problem in terms of security, and it's going to be really complex because the Solana is the protocol. So for that, we are building a separate secure payment gateway page where we will provide merchants with API system. So they just need to integrate the APIs, and that's it. They can transact over Solana Pay easily. And we'll also be building the plugins and the connectors for the Shopify, Magento, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce. So the e-commerce on the Solana Pay can be utilized very easily. And the infrastructure for the e-commerce startup, the Pocket Launch program, that is the infrastructure for the e-commerce startup, where we will be launching the startup who have the products in the sense of merchandise or the software solutions or any kind of product, like if they have any use cases in the market. So we'll do a screening process with them, with their manufacturing department, their their warehouses and the logistic department. And based on this, we'll launch them on our Pocket Launch program, and we'll do marketing and all those stuffs to them. Because you know that if it's a startup and they have very good product and they don't have any ready to go marketing strategy, that is so much problem for them, because they don't have community, they don't have budget, they don't have marketing strategy. So that is creating so much issues for them to come in market, even though they have very good products. So we are building infrastructure for them so they can utilize our infrastructure and they can launch on our platform. And we also we'll be having a screening process, because we also need to make sure that the user who is buying on our platform is getting the product. So we'll have a online screening process as well as the offline screening process to make sure that the startup who is launching on our platform can deliver the commitments. So our targeted market is India, as we have a physical office over here and we can handle the online and offline screening process. India is also booming on the startup launching program, and they are adopting e-commerce cycle at the enormous rate. It's of 84% by end of 2022. It's projected by one of the report on the available on the internet. You can see that e-commerce market in 2022 is 28.75 billion, and it's expected to grow at 120 billion in 2025. So it's a huge, and we can see a huge potential in this market, where we can have some kind of this centralized percentage. We can convert this centralized percentage into the decentralized world, making awareness programs, events, radio marketing, the event organization, newspaper marketing. So yeah, we have a very good chance to bring this percentage into the decentralized world. So our business model is quite simple. Where we'll be offering merchants, offline merchants, with a QR code. They can simply utilize it in their store, and people can come. The buyer can come to their store, and they can make payment via a PocketPay application utilizing the Solana Pay, and that's it. And on the e-commerce side, we are building as I mentioned, that we are building a payment gateway, so that can also be utilized via the e-commerce merchant. So that's a combined solution business model for the merchants as well as the merchant offline and online both. Apart from that, we are also going to partner with the small to enterprise level brands in terms of with selling the merchandise or with selling the software or anything that is related to the physical logistics shippable product. So we'll be bringing them on our platform, and we'll do their advertisement, and we'll also sell their product as well. So this is the quite business model for us over here. The revenue models for us is simple, like the commission from promoting different brands is here, product advertisement fee will be there, in-app subscription will be there, fee for we also have NFT marketplace, swapping, NFT collectibles, and DF sections as well, where we are going to integrate third-party applications in our wallet. So these are also the listing on NFT and minting on NFT on our platform is also going to be there will be a little fee on that part. The advertise on our app will also generate the revenues for us. We'll also, on the initial stage, we are not going to charge any fees on the swapping, but once we grow in the market, we'll charge little amount of fee, and we'll utilize those that fee in the stacking reward model. And there will be also fee and commission on launching startup. If startups have enough of the funds, then we'll ask them to pay fee for it. Or if they don't have fund, we also have another options. They can we can charge them on the sales, like the commission on the sales on each and every product. So that will be splitted. There will be a splitting functionality on our startup launch program. So whenever someone pay for the product, that will be splitted into the two way. One will the commission will go to the PocketPay account, and the other part of the product price will go to the merchant account. I'll skip that part, tokenomics and investing. So we started, as far as the roadmap concerned, we started in 2021 Q4. The product development and initial marketings and partnerships started there as well. Right now we are in the private fundraising round, and we already launched our DevNet with the NFT collectibles on 16th of Feb last month. And right now we are working on the further stages of our roadmap. Here, if you can see that mainnet release, TGE stacking, and NFT marketplace is planned in the quarter 2022, and Q3 is mostly we will have the easy pay section, online merchant, and the payment gateway system. Payment gateway we supposed to launch in 2022 itself. So we already done some of the part of it. So we'll launch the payment gateway in 2022 itself, maybe after April in the May. And in Q4 is quite empty over here because our product development will end here. And in Q4, we'll either introduce the new roadmap, and we'll also keep working on this because Pocket Link program is quite a huge for us, and it's going to take time in market to establish. But once it's established, it's going to be a huge product. So far in the partner section, we have few investors and the integration partners as well. The Big Brain Holding is supporting us. Chainlink also supporting us. The Rekex Capital is there. Cropper Finance, everybody knows about, I think, on the Solana. So they are also supporting us. Solster Finance, DAO Starter, Seeded, and the IQ protocol. IQ protocol is a little interesting one because we have intended to plan to integrate their services into our wallet itself, where we can empower user to rent NFT from the NFT collectible section, and we also plan to make subscription type like the OTT platform. If you heard about the Netflix, so Netflix services we are planning to offer to user in terms of the expirable NFT. So this service we will be developing via IQ protocol, utilizing the IQ protocol. Apart from them, we are also in talks with multiple DApp section on the Solana blockchain. So our major plan for the coming time is mostly integrate the DApps, the most famous DApps, the most usable DApps on the Solana chain, so that those DApps can be utilized from our wallet itself. So the user don't need to go back and forth to access those stuffs outside of the PocketPay wallet. So here's the team. I have very good experience in the IT background, and I run a software development agency, as I mentioned above. Hemant Parmar, he is the operations manager for us. He is with me since long. Rajesh Vyas, he has very good experience on the security and architecture level, and he have worked with some of the biggest brand like PayPal, Aegon Religel, a few of the biggest American brands he have worked for. Darshak Parmar is our one of the greatest blockchain developer, as well as the team leader for the PocketPay application development. And these are the few supportive developers in terms of the backend development and the front end development. So this is it at the on the pitch deck level. I would like to share my screen to display the product. Just a minute. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is the product we have developed so far. This is the wallet, and you can create a wallet from here. You can skip that part because that will be available in the security section of the wallet. So you can copy it later as well. So I am skipping it. So here you go. Your Solana wallet file is over here. We were having 4 wallet before that. So we'll copy this address, and we'll go to the NFT wallet section over here. And I think there's some issues with the APIs. I think there is some issues with the simulator over here, but if anyone who wants to access our wallet, they can. I think it's here. It's loaded, so it'll send payment. So the transaction is done. Let's go to the let file. You can see the payment received here. You'll see that. So this is the wallet. I mean, it's working fine. I think there's some issues with the simulator over here. If anyone who wants to access the wallet, they can, here you go, the payment receipt. They can go to our website and they can download Android APK, iOS test flight, Android APK over here, iOS test flight, and the Solana Pay guide is also here. So they can also Solana Pay guide. We have made a video over here. You can check out the video on the Solana Pay, how it's working. We have also installed the Solana Pay POS system or Solana POS system, so it will be easier for anyone who want to make payment via PocketPay application. They can make it here, and we have developed a prototype version of the payment gateway I have talked about. So I'll give you some demonstration over here. This is the small shops we have developed using the Laravel application. So let's go through it. Okay, so we'll make a payment over here. You see that Solana? There's the Solana Pay. When I click on the finish order, it will take me to the Solana Pay payment gateway page. It's just the prototype version. So I'm opening my phone, and I have run the QR code via the PocketPay application, and I'm just sending it back. Once the transaction is complete, it will go back to the merchant website. So this is how the payment gateway is going to work out on our platform. That's it from my end. I have given the overview of the product, so that's it.
Yep. Thank you very much for the presentation. So especially, I think there are more and more projects building upon the Solana Pay. I think
Yes.
that there are more businesses can use the Solana Pay as well. As far as I know, there are several merchandise like in the Las Vegas that accept the Solana Pay to buying something like sneakers and clothings. So
Yes.
I believe this is actually absolutely there are absolutely a lot of opportunities inside of it. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and hope you're doing great in the future, and achieve the roadmap goals. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Cool. And
Yes.
I guess that'll be it for today. I want to thanks for all 5 teams to give a wonderful presentation today. And I believe this is really helpful, and especially it is the first Solana Riptide Hackathon project demo sessions. I believe these 5 projects give really great examples, and it is really helpful for all the users and audience to understand what your guys are trying to do and buildings right now and in the future. So really appreciate your time and efforts on this presentation. Hope you guys are all doing great in the future, and happy building on Solana. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dorahacks and the supportive partners, for having us here.
For
It's
sure.
a great opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah. And that's it for today. Hope you guys doing great, and see you guys soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.